Amnesia. It's been a bit. Oh boy, it's been a bit. Oh my lord, it's been a bit. So let's clarify a few things. One, the reason I've been gone is from issues. Well, not go into detail on what these issues are, but oh boy, lasted for quite a while. Two, I literally could not get the time in my day to stream. So there are literally the two reasons. That's it. That's the only reasons why. I haven't gotten time, and there was something that occurred. Now, you're probably wondering why is it called 1.1. It's a very important thing why I titled it 1.1, because if I am correct, I did play this game before a little bit. I know people are like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be a new experience. Like, what the hell, man? It kind of is still. Yep. Okay. So here's the deal with Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Here's my rule. Okay. It's my game, my rule. So shut it. My rule. Since I technically played this game a little bit. Now, I don't remember what I did exactly, but, hear me out. If I continue, I'll still be able to be left off where I was. I think I should continue. Now, if I start a new game, I might remember a little bit of everything, honestly, because it might just come back to me and it won't be a new experience. I was playing this when I didn't have anything go through my head, like what was I even doing? So now I'll be still completely oblivious. So I think I should continue. So that's why it's called 1.1. There are too many Dark Deception gameplays out there on YouTube. You can literally go and find them. Literally. You don't need me. I know I'm beautiful. I sound amazing, even though I'm in shitty Xbox mic quality. I sound beautiful just on computer. But look, there are many others that you can go and support. But anyways, enough trying to crap on me because I'm playing this game. Let's begin, shall we? I have no idea where I really last left off, but I can recall. I think I ended off after the water level? Maybe? That's a hard one. Hard one. Also, what I think I should do is when I get... Okay. I'm gonna level... what are they called? Turn that down just a little bit, because when I was hearing my voice, I can tell that I was just a bit quiet. So I'll just put it at 4. Okay. Okay, this is not the water. Where am I? A fucking elevator? Okay. Alright, well, I don't think I was supposed to go down. I think I was already at my destination. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh. No, I'm gonna assume that I did not pull the lever. So wherever I'm ascending to, it's off of that. And the kids and stuff. The servants avoided him, yet he knew they were there. They all smelled of spiced wine, a mystic scent permeated by clove and sage. They smelled like Shrek. Oh boy, my legs are fine. I didn't break them just yet. Okay. What is this shitty sensitivity? Boy, you better turn that up. Yeah. Let me see. There we go. Look, listen. I will always hate how controller sensitivity is so bad.
This way. What was that? Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a Baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so.
Dungeon?
Come,
I'm trying to figure out how to pull out my
linger.
lantern. X. Alright. We're gonna have to see me try to learn everything. B is this. Where is the lean over? That's one of my favorite mechanics. Lean? No. There's a button to lean. Is there really? I thought there was a... No, I'm not crazy. No. I'm not crazy. No. There is a button to lean over. I'm there we go. Oh, okay. I see now. Okay. See, I knew it. Now. Oh, alright, let me just use my strong man arms real quick. Alright, that's the run. Ooh. That was a lumberjack back in my day. Yeah. Alright. I tell you, that was a hard pulling. Oh. Thank you. Man. I hear cries of pain. Is someone in my sex dungeon? Hello? We're just gonna... I guess it was nothing. Man, what? No. What? No. Really? I don't have any. No. No. Come on. Really? Really? Come on. They are actually making me go in the dark for this. The worst part is I can hear it. This doesn't help cause I can't see diddle. No, literally nothing in here. I'm only losing my sanity. Oh, great. Another tinderbox. Actually, just... Let me just stand by the light. I can't believe that at that last second I lost my lantern. And now I gotta walk into darkness. I wish I was a blind man right now. Oh, hammer. Won't have to worry about the darkness. Could just hear where I'm going. You're not gonna break that door, are you? That would just be very awful. Oh. Okay. Guess he was scared of me. I'd be scared of me too. Look at me. I don't like the sound of that. And I have this strange feeling that I'm gonna be forced to go in that room. And when I do, this got extremely bad real fast. I love when I come back to games and then there's danger in front. The same thing with Evil Within. Oh yeah, it'll be fine coming back. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Then look at me. Okay. I just need oil. What? Who's coming? Am I? Give me my oil. My one single oil. Okay, so my brain is going very crazy. And why is my body doing turns like this? What? Okay, so I can't even go in there. But I'm wondering why my turn is so weird. What happened to my sensitivity? Oh, there we go. Just grab it. Game, don't let me grab it. Shh. Okay, calm down for a minute. Get my sanity back. About to see rainbows and sunshine. I guess down there. I don't know where else to go. You know, for some reason, the game actually got me good there. For some reason, my brain had like a huge brain fart. And for some reason, my brain thought, huh, why are those things actually on my TV? Huh, I wonder why. Must be fate. You know, they could at least add. Oh.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
But
Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with the bed.
Hole?
Everything will be fine. I promise.
Alright, I'm just gonna tell everyone at home. I'm 100% telling you. In the middle of that word, I thought it sounded like something in a not safe for work topic. I don't know why. Why is my brain like this right now? Don't ask, literally. Trust me, I'm wholesome. Alright. Well, Well, there's my way out, but I just want to make sure that there's nothing else.
Where is she? Where did she go?
No. I won't tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making
I'll never tell you.
worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
You know, I'm trying to figure out how to throw a chair. That is the button. Thank you. Alright. Oh. Look at me. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, yo, baby. Alright, well. Looks like there's only one way to go. Down the rabbit hole. Oh. There's a hole in the ground in one of the cells, but it's too small to fit a man. One of the locked prison cells has a weak lock. Search for another way around. One of the weak locks. Is that perhaps telling me I could, Aren't you the one with the weak lock? Wait, hold up. I have to make sure. Okay, I literally thought I had a big brain there. Trust me, I really thought I did. I want to do one more time. 3 chairs to the door is always good luck. Don't let your parents tell you otherwise. I'm not saying throw your chair at a door. Don't do that, please. Although it would be quite funny. Throw your chair 3 times at the door and you'll get good luck for the rest of your life. Oh god. Oh wait. Oh my. He's actually So why did I pick this spot? What made me so smart to pick this one? I'm gonna die. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Alright then. We are in the clear. I am turning French. Well, if he came from over here, I assume that... Okay, you know, for some reason I really thought that due to how games usually work, you'd usually go the direction that one once appeared. But due to the game actually being smart for once, it has indeed bamboozled me.
Oh, so wrong.
Yeah, something is very wrong. Have you smelled the air in this place? Oh. Excuse me? I won't question that one, Chief. Actually, where is my oil? Yeah, where is my oil? There we go. Let me in. Let me in. It won't let me in. Wait. Wait a sec. I'm so dumb. I'm literally so dumb. I'm just what if this works. If this works. Get out of the way. Now what if... Now hear me out. I know what else is needed. I'm pretty sure I know what I need to do. I'm trying a game. No, I know what it's telling me. I need a nail of some sort. Some sort. It's right by the door. I know what I'm looking for, game, but I can't get to it if there's some guy trying to get my butt. Not quarters, but my butt. Okay, is he actually not gonna leave? Alright. I have an idea. Wow, he's gonna... Okay, he's done. Thankfully. So if that's the case... So it's too narrow. Okay, well now we have another thing. Find an additional tool to wind the hole in the cell floor. Okay. So there is something else I need. However, what is needed remains a mystery. The music didn't have to cut out so weird. Now, what if I just... Okay. But at least I know I can hit the other one. I just need to find the other piece. Which is probably very, very small. Or it is so plainly obvious that my small brain can't even comprehend. It is in here somewhere. The mystery. Oh, what's this? Ooh. Check it out, boy. Check me out. Booyah! Bones! It's papyrus. Yeah. Give me all my oil. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh god, the light's so... Oh god. Alright. Now let's run. Huh, you try to scare me, game? You try to scare me. Now that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. To freedom! He unraveled the cloth protecting the orb. Alexander reached out, picked it up, and held it up against the light. Cover it, he said. Keep it covered at all times. Cover the light that's within my body. Look at all of this meat. Or, you know, honestly, this looks like meat. So I got 2 ways. Alright, so I can go left, like how everyone in my life left me. Or I can go right, where everyone is right beside me, and it's always the right choice. Now, we could go with depression or positivity. That's how I see these ways. By science, it is proven as a fact that in a horror game, if you go the route that is depressing, you'll make it. Watch. If I turn around. Oh. Okay, well. Left was not the way, but you know what? Right will always remain the right way. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Move. Get out of my way. Yeah. You cannot contain me. I was born again from flesh. The light! Alright, now who said help me? I'm on break right now. I don't know about you, but if there's help you're looking for, please go to your nearest supervisor. Please. I'll get one right for you. There is a wonderful sound I am hearing. What may that wonderful sound I am hearing through my ears be? And can I close this stupid door? Thank you. Tender oil, butt cheeks. Sounds like a party of a lifetime.
Hey! Anybody! Help! Christ! I don't believe this. Why? I mean, why?
I don't believe it either. Another tinderbox.
I mean, it can't be. Do I deserve this? It wasn't my fault. Why did he have to go in there? Don't go into burning houses. He should have known better.
Well, firefighters will occasionally have to go into a burning building unless it is necessary that they actually have to rush in to save that person. But okay.
2nd of August, 1839. I have arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop before my final destination, Castle Brennenburg. It's late in the evening, and the outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only inn, and am now waiting for the sun to rise. I try to sleep, but as I close my eyes, I see the men who fell victim in London. My fear and shame forces me to witness the same scenes over and over. They are dead because of me.
Excuse me? Why did it just play in my right ear? I literally, like, turned my head over to the right. Like, it was perfectly on my left and right, and all of a sudden, this guy comes around and starts speaking to my right ear, and he's whispering some sweet words to me. I probably just goofed up. I'm gonna push this right here. Just don't look. I'm probably screwed. screwed. I am very much screwed. He is going to hurt me in the back so hard. Why are you playing my right ear? What sweet words are you trying to whisper to my ear? Alright. The gate leading out of this area is locked by a worn padlock.
Soon we'll be ready.
Alright, obviously if I try this...
Let there be enough time.
Yeah. But the question is, what can I do to weaken it?
Hey, you! Stop!
Don't come any closer. I just want to leave.
You can't go outside. It's too dangerous.
I'm telling Gabriel.
I doubt that very much.
He escaped? Where is he now?
He's in the Black Lagoon. He's in Davy Jones' Yo Mama locker. Alright, I'm just gonna...
No, don't kill her.
Oh great, he is approaching at maximum speed. He's going to take everything from me. He's coming at me faster than my future can handle. Yes, me. I hear you. Why the fuck are you playing my stream? Shush. Bad boy. Bad boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Now we run. I hope I don't get copyrighted for that, cause I hate copyright strikes, especially when Nintendo's trying to scare me. I can't play Nintendo music all the time. Nintendo hates when I play Nintendo music. They just hate it. And when they do, they have the power to take everything from me. And I don't want that. I'm only here for entertainment purposes. Peekaboo, I see you. Go. Scare the beast. I mean, if he will not budge. It's in excellent condition. Hey, guess who is in excellent condition? You! Ha ha ha! Open. Oh boy. Let me chop you up. I wish.
Oh. 3rd of August, 1839. I feel like I have fled the world and all its worries. Brennenburg is a majestic creation perched upon a forest-clad hill with towers reaching well above even the highest pine trees. Following the winding road leading to the gates gives the impression of discovering something forgotten, as if journeying with Marco Polo to the hidden Xanadu. Alexander, the Baron, is a peculiar but gracious man. He seems well versed in worldly matters, and is not at all as eccentric as I assumed. My room is exquisite, and I'm confident that no hotel for miles could even hope to match it. As the sun sets on Brennenburg, its fairy tale varnish turns to an eerie gloom. Alexander's strange servants are never far away. They are a quiet lot, and their behavior could only be described as skulking. Alexander seems pleased by my presence. As he puts it, it seems like I got here just in time.
It seems like I got here just in time. And what time you may say for my demise? So why would I touch the bubbly goop of boogers? I know it's acid, but I'm going to describe things the opposite what everyone's going to be thinking. So why did I touch the bubbly boogers? And what did I write down? This is a bathroom with acid in the kitchen. What? No shit, Sherlock. Absolutely, you're right. It's acid. But why would we want to call it acid when we could call it bubbly boogers? I think we all can agree that we should call it that. Team Bubbly Boogers, rise up. So if I can't... okay, well obviously... See, you know, you just gotta put whatever's in there. Just like dip it in there. Even though it's acid, just dip it. Anything you see, just dip your toes in it. Just checking if it's hot or cold. You weren't here before. Oh wait, no, I know where I am. Duh. Okay, so there was something I was supposed to pick up because that's why he was chasing after me in the first place. Obviously, I missed something. What I missed perhaps remains a mystery, and that's why I'm here to discover what I have indeed missed and what blind I am. And with these metal padlocks, I'm pretty sure... Alright. I'm glad I heard that. Bread? You know, honestly, for being for real here, I could die at any moment from this place, if we're just talking about, like, reality. Like, look, this place is in such terrible condition. How would you be able to live? And I don't know how much time has even passed right now. Like, if we're talking about the actual story, how much time has even been passed? Also, I just went in circles! Maybe I'm the one going crazy. Okay. Go over here. We've been over there. Okay, we're just gonna start chopping off where we went and where we didn't go. Okay, all right. So we already went there. So there's only one place to go, which is over here. Yes, yes. And yes, this one is in perfect condition. Bonk. 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 Wham. And a wham. Okay, so my brain needs to think of what exactly it needs to do. Because if I were a genius, which I am not, I would go over here. And as a genius, what? 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 No! We're not gonna count that death. No! What? What? No! So dumb! No! No! That's absolutely dumb. Everyone could agree with me. That was D-U-M-B. Okay. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Alright, just hide in the corner. I see the jar. I see it. Give me it. Right back in the corner. Now the thing is, I don't really want to go out there. Okay, so he's on my right side. Actually gonna wait for him. Because if he's gonna come from the right, he's gonna obviously go over here. And I wanna figure out his walking pattern. Which obviously he isn't coming out. he's taking his... Okay, I guess he ain't coming out. I guess... I could just move my way over here. Why did he have to get stuck? I think I already got what I needed. And he's just gonna be stuck there. So I can just... There's just let him be. I'm gonna go down here. And go and get the bubbly boogers and put it in the jar. Did this man somehow teleport? Did my super ears hear that? He absolutely did. This man can teleport now. I love it. He's going upstairs. And I have to slowly follow him. Wherever he may be. I could go over here now and see something. Can actually see what's in here. Okay. Without the wall falling.
The nightmares woke me in the early morning, and for a moment I forgot where I was. Shortly after, there was a knock on my door. Alexander had heard my screams and asked me to join him in the parlor. As we drank our tea, Alexander began to tell me what he knew. It seems like the orb I found casts a long and dark shadow. It's not only a powerful item, but a dangerous one. Simply by touching it, you invoke the powers within, and if you are too weak to control it, it will devour you. The shadow is a sluggish thing, lagging behind the wielder, killing anyone or anything in its path to reclaim the orb. I said I didn't care about its powers, and that I should throw it away. Alexander advised against this, as I'd still be a part of the path to the orb, and eventually suffer death. Having the orb, I would at least have the chance to fight back when the time came. I asked Alexander what he meant when he said he could protect me, and he answered that things can be done, but at a price.
Always everything's at a price. Everything. Ah, no! No! Why? Don't take me! Why did I find this glitch? Why? Why did they not fix it? Why? Because they never would expect someone to moonwalk like that. You have to carry on, comrade. You have to carry on. Hey, Eli. Hello, hello. Okay. Excuse me, am I back here? I'm actually back here. Wow, I can't believe it. And it's different. Also, sorry it's been a while. I'm glad that you missed me. It's been a very long month and week of many stuff. That's all I can say. I won't go into too many details. But I'm back. I'm back to streaming. And what better way to come back to than Amnesia? Now, I already told this and I have to clarify it. There's a catch with Amnesia right now. Technically, I played this a little bit before streaming. This was before I had the thought of streaming this game. So, this is technically part 1.1. Because there's technically stuff that I did, but it's not that much. Like, literally, I did not do that much when I first played this game. So, you're still getting the experience for me, just you won't see the little beginning part. That's all you need to know. But I'm still oblivious to this. Still absolute oblivious. Now, where is this? Now, I assume I pour the acid. And then, booyah! Man. Ow! I guess I'm running. 'Cause I can't open it. Okay, now, go. DMC2 is dead. It's been dead. It absolutely has. I still think DMC2 should still have a remake. Remaster, remake. It needs one. The dark towers of Brandenburg rose above the forest and were silhouetted against the snow-white moon. He couldn't help feeling sad for some reason. I can't forget DMC2 sadly, because it marks a history and don't
So
make me cry,
you use the
but
drain sewers as a
I
means
get
of
what you mean.
transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi.
It is
There is an
indeed.
antidote, of course.
I would like
but
to
we
still
won't be
say better
bothering
than
with it
Fortnite.
today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
And that will not change my mind. Now, I am here with an option. There's this convenient lever, and then like any other game, you pull. You do not pull the lever. Instead, you let it mock you. So, I see. The game is trying to tell me, get good. Okay, so obviously it wants me to go over there. I know where it wants me to go, but I'm just making sure there's no other way. Okay. Oh, you. Oh, game you. You're so funny. Oh, you're... Oh, you make me laugh. Oh, you make me laugh. I hate water. Okay, well, the water's too deep to traverse. The vessels need to carry oil. Can I perhaps put oil in the jar? I absolutely can. Now my question is, whereby I put the oil, Master Tana? Usually you'd be able to put. See, now the thing is, you won't just put, by science, I'm just gonna shut up. What did I just do? I actually have no idea what I just did. This? It got somewhat damaged by the impact. So like say I can just throw this. Yeah. Perhaps I can stack my way up. People are like, what? There's probably a different way. You don't need to stack everything. Yes, you do. You'd be surprised. With the power of stacking, you're literally giving me the mechanic in a game to stack. So why wouldn't I abuse the ability to just stack? Why would I not? You're just asking me to do something creative. People are like, but I don't want to see you build. I want to see you actually do the puzzle. But I'm like, no. You get to see me build and attempt to do this, boy. Because with my big brain and my potential and power, you cannot possibly imagine the brain I possess. Alright. Now. Excuse me. What? Man, this sucks. Alright, is it telling me I gotta do this? No. Alright, I don't know what you're really trying to tell me, game. Okay. So obviously, by luck, the thing is, I know what you want. Wait, hold up. I cut you. Rise it back up. Back down. Yeah, boy. Took me a few seconds, but I knew in the back of my head. I was just giving you all a show. Gentlemen. Well, you know what? That's gonna have to wait, because guess what's in front of me first? The control room. So obviously you need to go to the control room. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest the vitae. That much was certain. Ah, the control.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Amnesia.
I rented it off Amazon. Actually, no, not rented. Actually, I was even smart enough. I bought it from
But things don't
Amazon.
always turn
Trust
out
me.
the way we planned.
Everything turns out. Everything works out. It's fate, after all. It is fate. Garble, garble. Yep. Oh, well, before I go over there, if that's the case, then let me check. Nothing. Absolute. Oh wait, yes, this. Let's check. It's in. What's in here? Stuck in position. Stuck in position. Stuck in position. This is gonna be used for a puzzle. Why would it not? And let me guess, in here too? The reason why they give me this is so I can put it together. Here, I'll just see what's in here first before I start thinking I'm a madman. I'm pretty sure I need to bring the pipes, but I just need to make sure. Alright. See? More pipes. Tinder. Oh, you're not gonna read. Okay. The work I put into this machine is unequaled by the reason of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It had forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the desolate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressured steam pushing its way through the pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster, where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts. I put 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope I will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in the Traveler's Locket. I was mixing my voice so bad I haven't voice acted in a good bit. Like, I haven't actually done it for a good bit. I've got to get my accent game on now. Just making sure. Thank you. We picked up wooden crank. Can I pull these down? These look like I could pull down. Mm-hmm. You need to go up. And then what else needs to go up? No. Perfect. Now is there really nothing to do in this room? Oh, look, see, I knew it. Watch. If I pick this up. Yeah, see, it glows blue. I knew it. The holy blue light does not lie. Watch this. So, if we're going by that order, it'd be... Come on. Okay, I guess it goes there. It's like a magnet. Where is the other one? Just making sure it's not in here somewhere. But I'm pretty sure it's not, so we are going this way. Alright. Quickly get in there. making sure. Tinderbox. I think there's one more pipe I'm missing, and I'm kind of blind if that's the case. Or I might have gotten them all and I just didn't realize, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, you know what? No, we'll just see. Okay. Put all of it in here, so we don't have to activate any weird cutscene. Okay, so yeah, see, magically it goes to wherever it connects. Unless not, and I actually can turn it. Which something tells me I can. I have a strong feeling. See, again, now if I try to put it in this position... Oh.
Daniel?
It works. It just works. Let's not question it. I'm a genius. No one says otherwise. I'm a genius. Now. Obviously, you turn the... excuse me? Oh no, jeez. Oh, let me... thinking mode. Alright. So obviously I gotta solve this one. Now I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to solve here. Okay. Let's try this. I hear sound notifications here. Actually, we're gonna put them all down. Yeah, you hear that? Okay, here. It's like right there. Ha! Sound notifications, I tell you, very important. Oh. I didn't. Okay, well, well, you see, it's the thing, my defense. Okay, I can't defend myself. I should have done. Well, actually, I need to see if anything else changed. No, we're good. We can leave this area. Well, shit. Well, oh wait, hold up. Haha. Well, first off, if it breaks like that, then that means there's something I'm supposed to pick up over here. I'm gonna find out what I need to pick up. If there is anything. Because that means I just wasted a wooden plank for nothing. Like, it's zero. It was absolutely worthless. It was absolutely worthless. I could have avoided it. Yep. I literally don't see anything else. Unless something wants to show its face to me. Right here, right now. I could have avoided it. Well, we can't go back now. The past is the past. He waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape of contour appeared. But nothing appeared because I'm blind. I'm just kidding. The red chain burst from the walls as if they had begun to bleed. He cried out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. The shimmy shimmer. The Macarena. Is that water? Oh boy! Water!
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mirrors.
Exactly.
Yes, yes. That's also what's definitely in the waters. I took damage from that height. Are you kidding me? What kind of legs do I have? Lumberjack? Excuse me? I thought I was a lumberjack. Some kind of wimpy legs I have. Faint murmur. Okay. Hip. Ooh, game, I hate you so much for that.
7th of August, 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised.
Magic.
Even while traveling
Magic,
across Europe,
Harry,
I
magic.
assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not
nice
dwell
drink.
too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
Danny Da Vinci. I'm just kidding. I can't believe he's in this game. Danny Da Vinci? Danny DeVito's brother. Oh my god, what a shocking discovery. I have just unleashed a monster. Also, why are my frames dropping so bad? I'm literally looking in this direction and I can tell that I'm having like cut frames right there. Just very tiny ones. But I have a strange, very strange feeling that being in the water is such a terrible idea, because if I remember... Oh, and I do remember that there is a water monster that lurks beneath me. Oh, and what great and mighty way, what? Hey, what we do to rusty chains, we break it. Behold my secret form! Now just don't fall, because it will only get me killed. Another
8th
paper.
August, 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright, Han Solo, I absolutely agree with you. I do indeed have a bad feeling about this. Oh no. Oh boy. I messed up. I fell down. I did not mean to do that. I heard that. Back up, back up, back up, back up the surface, back up to surface. I did not want to use it all. I literally clicked it 3 times. Okay, I'm just gonna run. Ah! Go. Come on, turn it. Thank you. That piece of paper.
9th of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Something truly extraordinary, I must say. Like Keanu Reeves once said, it would be breathtaking. Awaken, my masters! So now I go over here, don't I? The voice went silent. Probably because I'm drowning him. But what can you do? I can literally hear him struggling to get air in my ear. I'm sorry. Look, listen. You have to realize that I wasn't in a little tune you were, so I see a win for me and a lose for you, buddy. I'm sorry. Now the thing is, you know, running in the water isn't such a great idea, and I don't know why I'm doing it, but I am. Because you know what? I am different. And the thing is, the water monster could appear anywhere. It could attack me at this very second if it wants. It has the absolute potential right now to go and kill me while I'm trying to run around, making sure I got everything. I'm pretty sure I drowned the man in there, and I don't think there was any other option to save him, unless there was. It was probably like a, oh, if you do this in this certain way, you actually can't drown him, and thus you meet the guy, and then he thanks you. But no, I accidentally destroyed him, and you know what? I can't say any more to that. Except, that guy probably had a nice mustache. The blue light blinded him as it had done the inside of the murky tomb in Halgria. It was just an enchanting, and he tried to approach it, but the Baron's firm hand held him back. Yeah. Alright. Next one. Oh boy. He will need a push. What do you mean? What kind of push? I did the other side game. Do I need rock? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, go! I choose you. Hiya! Okay, clearly that didn't work. So we're just gonna have to, yeah. Just hope they don't fall. Huh. Yep. There we go. Now we're gonna try and take this baby down. And it only needed one. Just needed one. The beautiful wild orchard seemed a testament to nature's strength, being able to grow inside Brandenburg. Alas, it was Alexander's studies and care which enabled the flower to blossom. And thus it bloomed purple.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded.
What?
The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor, to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
You did well, Daniel. You did absolutely well. You are my puppet, Daniel. Daniel, you are my puppet, and you, my friend.
Daniel, do you hear me? Have you changed your mind?
Okay, I can't really censor that, but I will try my best. Man, just get me what I want. Do I need my jar? Alright, so he's gonna be losing blood, but he's pretty much dead. The vaccine enabling my men to work in the fungi-ridden sewer is a definite success. Unfortunately, only a few of the servants have been remedied as the procedure proved difficult. The others will perish, and eventually we'll have to create more of them to keep my experiments running. Note that an injection of vaccinated blood will work as a shield long enough to pass the sewers without any risk of infection. It will do fine for prisoner transport. Alright. I fear for Daniel, for he's reckless. He is tainted by the approaching shadow and will not be able to pass the gate. He'll be able to accept this as the end. My love, I've seen evil in him. How am I to trust him with the truth? What cruel irony that I have to do unto him. What Agrippa did unto me. I'm going back. Alright, well that was something. Gimme. Tender. A little tender with my box. I know what you need to stop the blood. Hiya! Good friend. Don't worry, I have your back. Just... don't worry, I'm an actual... I'm a genius. I'm a genius at heart. Alright, that thing's just gonna be stuck there. I can't really do anything else with it. It's just gonna be there. Let it comfort you. Let me give you kisses on the head. The strange deaths among the servants and the prisoners have finally been resolved. It seems that the drain sewer, which has recently been opened up for use as a means to transport, is plagued by peculiar poisonous fungi. The victims seem to have suffered an extremely quick outbreak of sickness, affecting the entire body. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared by this calamity, but it's clear that this cripples my progress. The prisoners die quickly, and the contaminated Vitae lacks the energy I seek. I shall immediately start working on a vaccine. I shall stop the sickness that is roaming around the earth. Now, which one of you do I need to grab? None of you. You literally make noise, but you serve no purpose. Alright. You all have the same face because you all are too beautiful to change. Whatever these people did to you. Thank you, game. I really need to know. I need to get her back. Wow, there's actually no purpose here. There is a flower. Flower is secret final boss confirmed. Nah, skeletons.
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
I can't help you. Help! Copper tube. What's this?
3 days now. This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone get to this room? Hey! Anybody! Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
I don't think going to sleep was something that was gonna help either way. I think the pain was gonna really be bad for you. Alright, buddy. I have... Now jam it in there. Do I have the blood? Guess I got what I needed. Oh no. It's the different type. I did it! The purpose of the inner sanctum had always been to study the orbs and find a way to force them to yield their power. However, he was still unaware of this. Oh, budge. Pull this down. Oh wait, no, I know what I need to see. I need to see if the water is down. Heck yeah. Oh no, it's the sewer. Henry Bellew went to class carrying the anger of his bare mother. He never cried, he made others cry instead. Pain is like that. You either become sad or you become angry. Henry always chose the latter. Guys, he was such a bully. Couldn't grow up. Down the ladder I go. Boy, I can't. Oh no. Oh no. So he's just roaming around. Why ain't that just fun? That's fun that he's just casually roaming around. Oh, look. Another door. Alright, we got buttons. Now what if... Okay, well let's see what this wants me. The two levers control the noisy machine. I guess that's the best. Make it quiet. Oh no. Just gotta keep it cool and not die. I'm in the sewers, which is the worst part in a game. It's either the basement or even the sewer. And if I go into either of them, you're gonna get that worst experience yet.
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me! Nobody ever returns!
Well, he already took you. If I don't hear from you. Sorry, buddy, you did not make it. You are not the father. The pipes seem to be loose. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. How genius. Ow. What was that? I did not like the sound of that. No, that was no bueno. I gotta know what this does. Alright, so it makes it go fast. So yes, I gotta make it go slow somehow. It's just a matter of how. There's a beast on the other side, and I don't want to really say hey. so I get it. Gotcha. And can I not just jump up that, like, literally? You'd think you'd be able to jump up a ladder that length still. Okay, that thing's gonna constantly make noise, and I'm not gonna understand what in the world is gonna happen. And I can't throw an object in there. You gonna roar? No? Okay. Alright, you roar right there. Man. No one say anything. No one do. No one. Absolutely no one. Let me guess if I... Oh, wow. Gotta love it. Takes my brain just about a few minutes to realize what in the absolute world I'm supposed to do. But I made it. I'm not going in there. What do you think?
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Oh, oh boy. Throw meat at rock. No. We run? It has made its way back. Oh boy. What are you supposed to be? You look different. You look absolutely weird. You look like you got a bag over your head. Oh wait, no. So, you're just gonna stand there? Is that really it? So, what in the world am I supposed to do? I literally can't grab anything, and if I run to him, he's gonna slash me. Alright. I have a plan. Well, that plan is long gone. We go. Nope. Create a distraction. Oh, and how am I supposed to create a distraction if I don't have anything to distract? Okay, what was I supposed to do? Well, it worked. I'm crushing it. Just gonna run. And climb. Run and climb. Woohoo! I did it! There is never any escape. Things like this live with you always. How could he know if Henry would show up down the road or even at his house? Is he that mad? Would he do that? I don't know. Don't ask me, Chief. And I am back. I rised from the sewers, and I'm a new man with a big fan, with a giant hand, and I don't have a big band. That didn't work out smooth in my head. Oh boy.
9th of August 1839.
Oh.
I can't stop sweating and shaking.
I guess it's playing my right ear.
The ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done.
Alright, now you're gonna be on my left here. Okay.
I don't have the luxury of argument.
I don't have the luxury of argument. Yep, yep, yep. Also, let me just see what's going on right now. Hold up a minute. Interesting. Okay. Just checking something. Alright. Something must be wrong with the machinery. What is wrong with the machinery, perhaps? Do I need to go and fix it manually? I have to go find the source of it. Well, let's test if it's safe. Go tell me if it's safe. You know, oh. Can I not pick anything? No? I got rid of my one source of, oh, come on. I got rid of my one source of trying to stun. Well, now I got a barrel. Now I got stuff on the floor to throw. To help defend me against the dark evil.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander?
Yes.
I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Shovel. Give me. Charge. You will be my foot.
Help me. Who's the switch? Help me. Who's the switch? Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You hurry too much. Alexander is toothless without an awl. He has one. That's That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but I guess my home. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken home and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
The choir and the trans. Okay.
Dad, I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. Look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Heim, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help him. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
Okay. Agrippa, the dying man seeks a note written by a man named John Ware. Okay.
Oh, that. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Another thing written down. Every door is blocking the path. And then there was actually something else. Wait, no. Okay.
Me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important to you. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul.
Sorry, buddy. Over here giving a speech and I'm just walking away from him. Could be listening to him for hours and hours. $10. Let's clear the ground floor as fast as we can. Nope. Nope. Let's check over here. Alright, so that leads to one of the areas we need to go. Where does this lead? It leads me to meat. Congratulations, everyone. We have found the most valuable thing in the world. Meat.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. The taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. Oh, they will be back.
They will be back. Alright. Got me a piece of... Would you like to show me what you did? Okay. Just another one of my moments. It's all good. Such filth, he thought. Good men can safely share the departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. 360.
Whatever it takes.
Alright, so he's just casually over there. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
For some reason, I have this really strange feeling that I think I might be approaching the end of the game. Maybe. Which would be a shame. Because I really don't remember doing that much. I remember at the beginning when I woke. Oh wait a minute. I may have gone through maybe a little bit. I may have like gone through like 20 to 30% of the game. I don't know how much progress we made. Well, that's my fault. Again, I should have started a new game, but I was already aware of some stuff, so I already know what's coming. This, I don't know what's coming. It's called surprise, everyone. I try to be surprised about games that I don't remember all the way. The pedestal in the chancel has a depression in it that could fit an orb, in which I do not wield an orb as of yet. Let me in. Where is that orb? Actually, let me close this. Just in case.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
I shall be ready with the weapons. Fire! I got a bucket of tar. I got a bucket of tar. Guess what? It's inside it. It's a tar. Give me it. I got bow saw. Here's my bow saw. Here. Guess what else I have? I have a hammer. I have a hammer. I'm gonna bonk your head with it. Yeah. Is that really it? Yep. Well, let's see what's down here. It won't budge, you say. Now that's just evil of you to say. Why does everything not budge? So this is where the monster went. Oh, there's is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first round by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with William made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I've tried everything, but I have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There's still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power from some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I began to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Probably not for long, buddy. Aladdin! Wake up! Aladdin, wake up! I'll do it just because I know what some people are thinking when I picked this up. Look, guys, it's... Oh god, I actually forgot the name of this. What did PewDiePie call him? I'm Stefano. Stefano, look at me. It's been years, Pewds. It's been years. Hello. I'm not even Pewds, but hello. Goodbye. You're not part of my channel. Go! This is mine. Here, we'll call you... Ricardo. Stefano Ricardo. We'll call you Ricardo. Alright, Ricardo. You're gonna help me fight against the demons. Alright, now you stand there. I'm gonna go pick up this oil. I'll be right back. Yeah, here, actually. There you go. Just stand right there and just look pretty for me. Now, my question is... One of the things I'm looking for? The book? The book of legend? What book here? Book. Nope. Book. I wonder. Move book. Meat. Oh, great meat lords from above, can you hear my words? Well, looks like we can't do anything.
Is this still time witnessing then? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
What? What are you talking about? I did no such thing. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. Love the pronunciations. I feel like I'm saying almost every word wrong. We are back. Oh.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient. By me, I'm the next best thing. Alexander really must none of us. You'll never.
I wonder. The meat. What is the meat for? And my friend wants a book.
Was there something else? I was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride.
Let me read this. Could fit an ore, but I don't have an ore. And then there really is no way back. So I must have missed something.
How are things
I have to go.
I found a midwife evidence. One which had not been plundered. Do you know midwives? I suppose it wasn't that.
Okay, so why do I have to walk into that? You know, my character doesn't need to do that. Alright, back in, here we go. The fear has begun to drown him. He reached once more for the empty bottle. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. Once again, he went into the toilet and flushed himself down the drain, and then ended up in a world of rainbows and magic. And then he decided that this wasn't good enough. So he went deeper and deeper. And then he went so deep that he couldn't get himself out. Hello. Bug on my screen. So there was probably something I missed over here. Obviously, I think out of everything, there's something I truly missed over here. It's just a matter of what I missed. This is the big question. No. Nope. Just put the book there. Make it look pretty. Okay, obviously, there's something that needs to be done here. As to what remains a mystery. So now we're going back over here. To this side. Actually, no, we're actually going to go over here. All right. I'm so dumb. How did I put that there? What did I accomplish? Like, really? Huh. I can't put the meat there. I don't have any acid. And you'd think that I could just use this fresh meat and just put it on the door. Yeah, I was gonna say. Think I just put the meat down or just mouse or break? Be able to do it. Squirt. Yeah. Perfect. By me doing that, did that really do anything? No? It really did nothing. What in the world? What am I missing? What can my big brain not see? Okay, so we obviously got these. We put this here. And obviously we cannot retrieve this back. I must repeat myself that it is impossible to retrieve it back. And I keep getting hurt. I am missing something important, but I can't see it. Oh, I cannot see it. Not starting to think right. Cause here's the thing. We have the meat. We got it from here. That's number one. Let's remind ourselves that there's still things to do in this area, but it's not been classified. So we have meat.
How are things coming? Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves or break, then used by an Amnesia. I was lucky. So all I found spared my life and returned to where I found.
Can't be opened.
And what if you find it?
Wait a minute. Okay, I had an idea. It was just like way too obvious. maybe the most obvious aren't so obvious.
Violence of way of man, and dead proceed them.
Alright, well, actually, we're gonna move up here and see. Yeah, we're gonna check this area and see what we can find. Just anything. Anything small that I might have missed. Because honestly, might have missed something without me noticing. Not working. There's a downstairs with evil. This won't budge. This leads to a dead end with one tinderbox. I can't go back. Interesting. I'm not having the biggest of brains right now.
How are things coming? Me, powerful. Not so very hopeful. I've done all that I can to escape this prison.
I'm gonna walk away from. Okay. Alright. Let me look at the time. Alright, you know what? This might disappoint everyone, but I think we've come to a good point. And I'm gonna say why. One, again, it's me coming back after a month. So I'm trying to still get used to things in my brain. Two, we could be here forever, and I can't stay up too long, especially tonight. You know, I've been very weak as of lately, and I just wanted to get out streaming, honestly, so I can entertain everyone, you know. I want to still bring happiness and excitement to people. It's my job. So, I actually think this is a kind of perfect spot to end, because I also don't know if we're approaching it, and I need to check that out. I need to check out if I'm coming to the end badly, because I should have looked at it before. I always have to keep checking games if I'm coming to the end, so I know if I would need to push a live stream longer, just stay up, it's whatever, you know, it's coming to the end or not. But I don't know if I'm coming to the end, so I actually have to check that out. But we'll come back to this puzzle next time. We'll come back. I think I know what I maybe have to do with the meat, because it's obviously that cage down there. You have to. I think you have to lure the monster to destroy the door or something. It's something. You have to destroy something, and that's what the meat is there for, is to destroy. I just haven't found out what I need to destroy or kill. I have not found that out. So that is what we're going to be figuring out next time. So, thank you for joining me, whoever stopped on by. Again, it feels great, though, to be back to streaming. We'll be consistently streaming at all times. I'm gonna try to make it consistent, with no issues, no drama, no nothing, absolutely nothing my way. It's gonna be an easy breeze. It's my break, so there should be nothing bad happen to me. If there is, I will absolutely avoid it. So, thank you for joining me. I will see you all on the next Amnesia, The Dark Descent Let's Play. Can't wait for the next part, and I also can't wait to actually get to all the other Amnesia games, especially Amnesia Rebirth, which I have said many times that I'm completely oblivious to. Only saw one trailer of it, but that's it. It was just the announcement trailer, the first announcement trailer. Haven't seen any gameplay, story, nothing. Absolutely diddle nothing. I don't even remember the trailer. I don't even remember the announcement trailer, so it's still going to be new to me. It's going to be 100%. That's why it was so solid green, because I didn't know anything about that game. I knew nothing. So I can't wait for that. And plus, that's when I get back on PC. That's when I have everything situated. And that's why this Xbox Chronicles mic will come to an end when the last Amnesia I play in this one, before Amnesia Rebirth. But anyways, enough talk. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all on the next BMZ Live Let's Play.